Hello everyone and welcome back to more Third Age Total War. And in the last episode, whether you've just come from that or you happen to have just jumped in at this one, we had just taken control of Moria. It was an amazing cluster fight with glitchy AI. For some reason they attacked me from two different directions and only one of them could make it to the entrances, so it was a bit easier on my side than it was theirs. But we currently have an invasion called. The Dark Lord Sauron is not happy with the fact that I've gone and renamed Moria Khazad-dûm, and he wants it back, apparently. And I do not feel like handing it over. This video, like the others, is going to skip all the boring and disinteresting parts where nothing really is going on, as is the theme with most Total War games. There's a lot of waiting, there's a lot of micromanagement, and you know, it's kind of difficult to just comment over the top of all of that. So again, I'm going to skip through the boring bits and get to the interesting parts, and yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So far so good. We haven't lost anyone. We've got Keeley, apparently. I thought that was Gimli, but Gimli must be on his way down. There he is. We've got Gimli on his way down to reinforce Moria. You can see he's got a fairly decent army with him. Not particularly great, but it'll do. I would have rather had more Erebor troops, but they take so long to build that it's kind of more of a luxury than anything. Keeley will be the next army that I'm raising up. I like to bring my dwarfs over, give them an army, and then set them out, rather than sending out small groups. Like anything more than a couple of units just to scout around is a waste. And with diplomats and spies at my disposal, it's generally cheaper and more efficient to not play like the AI. As you can see down here, as you can see down here, there's multiple different units that the AI is currently running around with, and it might work for the AI, but generally, if I wanted to, I could come out and pop each single one of those, and then they would have just lost 4 generals. One of the dangerous things about playing the dwarfs is generals don't grow on trees. Dwarves, as you would expect, reproduce probably very, very slowly. And this means that I have Thorin, Gloin, Keeley, and Thrain, or Dane rather, not Thrain, Dane. Thrain's dead. And Gimli and Balin. I imagine there's a couple more I could get. Probably the initial 13 from the Hobbit movies. That is to say that a lot of them are actually bodyguards. I wonder if it's here. Strong-willed House of Durin, Line of Kings. Okay, so it's not on that one. I know there is someone around here that actually has. No, he has a lot of stuff. Master Smith, Architect. No. There's someone around here that has basically a bodyguard, and it says it has like Biffa Bomber and all of that lot are actually their bodyguards, so they don't actually get to be their own generals. So I'm very, very limited, and it's very rarely that a new Dwarf Lord will basically become available. So I really have to invest in these armies before I send them out, basically, because if I send them out empty, they're just going to die. I think that pretty much clears up for the start of this. My goal for this is going to be, again, to further defend Moria. And then, once Gimli has arrived to secure Moria, I will branch off and basically clear out the mountains. I will take all the way up to Goblin Town, as Goblin Town may still have the ring, or I might... I'm half tempted to send Gimli to the top, send Gimli straight to Goblin Town and clear his way down to meet up with Khazad-dûm, or just take hold of Goblin Town. That would basically cut them off completely and give me a nearby, resource if I needed to. It's actually probably the better idea, because if the ring's still there, I want it. Granted, it will probably send Gimli mad, but That's half the fun. So we'll actually send him in to target that for initially. And yeah, I'll see you all back when something particularly interesting happens. So let's hope for some fun. And there we are. We have arrived at Goblin Town. Gondor apparently lost its capital, which is a little bit scary. So is this mass of enemies just sitting outside my doors. My plan for this is turtle. I could send Gimli down there. There is a good chance he may lose, even with the two armies combined. You've seen in the previous game the actual size of everything, you know, available within this area. Like in the actual map itself, it's very close up. It's very clustered. I don't think that having two massive armies there would really overly improve my ability to defend it. I think it would just create more chaos and make it a little bit, I don't know, laggy. It's going to be laggy anyway, but yeah. So I'm going to take Gimli, and he's going to hit Goblin Town. Goblin Town after this is pretty much completely undefended. If the ring is still there, I will then probably return it to Erebor. If it's not still there, then I will consider bringing him down here to try and help this guy, because the thing is, they've got an invasion. They won't stop the invasion until they get what they want. Unfortunately for Balin, that means that he might probably end up dying, just as he did in the movies. But the upside to that is they'll then have the invasion over. They won't be able to call another invasion for a limited period of time, and I will just be able to sweep back in there and take it with Gimli. So yeah, I'm gonna hit this guy up here, and yeah, let's hope all goes well. I'm pretty confident of my ability to fight in this, purely because I have catapults and crossbowmen. I can force them at a certain point to come to me, unless the AI decides to be really annoying and keep running. And that is bright. That is a very bright battlefield, which is perfectly fine for me, because goblins apparently do not like it. So we'll put these together, we'll put those together. The same basic strategy. I like to group units up by the unit type, form all of the shield walls that are needed. I really do not have many troops of Erebor. This is actually not that great. I do have lots of fences though, and this makes me happy. Okay, right. And he does have a defensive stance, so he actually has some abilities all of his own. Right, we will put them at the front. Deploy stakes there. Deploy stakes there. We will spread these out a little thinly. What are these? Is that them? No, that's them. We'll put Gimli there. Put them behind Gimli there. One unit there. Is that everybody? I believe that is everybody. That is most definitely everybody. And where are they?
The enemy have brought up more men. We hope to make up in numbers what we lack in courage.
We'll set that to fire at will because the bombardment will begin. Oh my, they're wasting no time. We'll bring those there. These can form a shield wall. They can form a shield wall. One of those along the side. One of those along the side. Where are my crossbowmen? Are they really doing this to me? Don't do this to me. Get out of there. Please, dear God, let the crossbowmen through. Ooh, they did not want to run into there. I like to defend these because these are really good at clearing out the masses, as you can clearly see. We seem to have some crossbowmen severely caught out of position. Right, I've got to keep the spearmen defending on those because those cavalry units are going to go for them. So that's Gimli. Oh, they haven't reached the pikes yet because, well, this unit here that was actually hidden spin, these two shield walling units are holding them up in the middle. Oh, for some reason they decided to try and charge the spears, which is absolute genius on their part. So that means they should all die. Now that isn't good. That is not good at all. We'll send Gimli in there because he's not a coward. Decreases fatigue, reduces kill chance of enemy armies, and locks morale. Do I want to use that now? Not really. This is a bit early still. They have a lot of archers sitting over here. Oh my goodness, Gimli, calm down. have them shoot at those. The spearmen. They're going to have to run to the other side now. The AI thinks it's going to be sneaky and come around and get my siege equipment. It's got another thing coming. Yeah, I thought you were just going to run in. We really need to give this a hammering. There's so many spearing orcs there, it's not even funny. Ooh, that's more like it. Well, that one missed, but at least they're getting the idea. See the effectiveness of these pikemen, they just can't come in close enough to completely surround them because the pikes are there. Love the pike units. I think I should pull Gimli back a bit because he's kind of playing a bit of a risky game. Ooh.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Good. Good. Let them keep losing their men. Meanwhile, I will sit nice and turtled up behind my massive line of pikemen. Ooh! Ooh! That was a nice shot. This is how you have to deal with massive hordes of goblins, unfortunately. Keep raining them with massive siege equipment. I think they should be okay to send into the fight now. Okay, because Gimli will protect that. Let's have those go down there. Who's not in combat at the moment? These guys. Right, we'll have those push out now. I think I can have these stop fire. After a while they become a little bit of a negative once I start hitting my own troops. It's not a good thing. Gimli can use his power one more time. If we bring him forward a bit. So they're all running. These are all but dead. Unfortunately, I pretty much completely lost this middle unit here. But they did their job, which was basically being a massive roadblock. They never actually reached the pikemen in the middle, so they did an amazing job there. Right, these are now free. We're going to have to send down after that. After that. After that. Unfortunately, I have so many skirmishers that I now have to chase them around the map for who knows how long. But the fight is essentially over now. There's still a random little like yeah, there's still a giant troll down there. Come on, bring him down. Ah, bring him down. Come on. There we go, he's down. finally. Oh, these are the bodyguards. This is the enemy's general here. I'm not entirely sure what he's trying to do, other than get himself horribly killed. If I was playing elves, it would be much easier for me to actually chase these people down. So they're just running, trying to throw spears at me. Silly orcs. You can only run for so far. Luckily you're against dwarves, so running is actually a really good idea.
The enemy army flees the field. After them, cut the cowards down.
Right, they should all be breaking around about now. We'll come back here. We should be fine. That is match 1. Just speed it up a little bit because they have to play their runaround games, trying to keep me from catching them. Like it's going to make a difference. And there goes the enemy's general. Splat. And victory! Woo! That was a fairly easy battle, but then again, I wasn't expecting much opposition. Though there was a lot of them. We killed 3,193 goblins. That's quite a few. I lost 350 men. That's a bit sad. But 350 men for 3,193 goblins? Yeah, yeah, I don't mind that. We took 209 prisoners. They killed 566 people. Only 350 of which were mine. That's the only problem of having a massive army full of shooting and not being an elf. So that was fairly successful. I hope now I have the option to just walk into Goblin Town, because I believe those were the 2 armies stationed there. So let's cross our fingers and hope for the ring. Did I get the ring? Just execute all those. Let's just break into this. There's such a small army, I'm just going to zag them to death. You'd better have the ring. I want it. This is pretty good. I do like the quotes on the bottoms of these, especially now that it's been updated to involve all of the Hobbit movies and everything. But I keep waiting to see Smaug turn up at Erebor. That would be pretty horrible. Right. Let's see. We'll put the veterans in with them. And that's that. That's that. Just grouping them all up nice and quickly. This battle should be fairly short, I'm hoping. Alright, let's see. We will put this here. We will put these here, and we will put these there, and that's that there. We'll have one of these here, put that there, we'll have one of these here, put that there, in case they get any bright ideas and decide to, like, try and rally out. We will put these here, ready to go in. We'll put these here, ready to go in. He's here ready to go in, and we'll put Gimli there because he'll make everything nice. First things first, we're going to blow this door down. Just fast forward it through that. And that didn't take long at all. This is a very weak defense. It's kind of sad that you can't get the same kind of detail as was actually present in the movies regarding Goblin Town, but you know, this game is rather old. Can only pray for run in there and take them all out. Make those flaming as well. If there was a bigger army in there, I would give it more respect. Unfortunately, the weak little goblins that I couldn't care less. Kill them all! And set fire to as much stuff as we can, because I don't know if I'm going to keep this straight away. I may just leave it emptied and go down to try and help Moria, because yeah, I don't know. I don't think Balin's going to be able to take care of it all by himself. So
our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls
they're in.
belong to us now.
Let's fast forward this up a little bit. We are dwarfs, who are known for moving impeccably slowly. That's all of the bodyguard that made it out in the last fight. I'm a little bit sad that they are still there.
The battle is very much in our
Ooh,
favor. If we
that was
remain
close.
true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
That was close. Let's give me a. He's in there. Let's trigger the first one of these. I like that a lot of the losses are actually superficial. They're basically people that have been knocked out and would otherwise be taken prisoner. I think that's why it actually said in the last battle I'd lost like 500, or they'd killed or, you know, defeated 550 odd units. But out of them all, they only actually killed 350. There was like 100, 200 units that were basically superficial fatalities where they didn't actually kill, they mostly... Oh goodness, they are being pelted to death. Woo! Would not want to be on the receiving end of that. Let's make those all push forward, because we don't care about the riffraff. Boom! Chucking them all up in the air. Angry dwarves. Give me the ring. Give it to me. It's my ring. If they do have the ring, I'm not sure if I'm going to take it back to Mordor or not, because it does give some pretty decent bonuses, it's just. At the same time, your guy goes kind of insane. I'm kind of curious how much... Ooh, these need to stop. Stop. Let's just send these in. We're dwarves, we don't care. Let's go out of that formation. Run in there. Let's even send in the siege engines. We're all made of steel, it doesn't matter. I do love the models in these. They are really nice with the new like Erebor armor. This is why I wanted like my armies to mostly consist of these guys, because they just look so goddamn awesome. This battle should be over fairly soon. They really don't have anything left. Just gonna fast forward that a little bit. I wish fast forward motion in this didn't mean like equal complete lag. Come on. Kill, 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 kill. Oh, there is barely anything left of them already. Blew those doors down and took what I want. Even though I don't really want this settlement. It's pretty barbaric actually, I just want the ring. If the ring's even still here, there's a good chance the ring actually isn't still here. And I just murdered hundreds and hundreds of goblins for, I don't know, the idea that it might still be there? I don't know, I don't think if it counts. It's not like I'm killing people. These are notoriously evil goblins and orcs, so yeah, they kind of had it coming. That and they're on a crusade against me, so I really shouldn't feel like this is just a waste, like a mindless slaughter of life, because for all I know they could just be moments from joining the armies that are outside of Moria. Come on. End it, please. That massive wave of dwarven iron just shoving through there. This is my house. And I'm gonna burn it down. Come on, get him. This is most definitely my house.
Ah, my lord. Our men are in control of the city.
We'll have Gimli's crew hack into these guys. Oh wow, sitting them down. It's a bit of a shame that the bodyguards and everything don't have the updated models. They're still like the regular like dwarf look. It's one of the things I like about Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Fantasy Dwarfs. It's been a long time since I've been on 40k. But the Warhammer Fantasy Dwarfs, you know, they just come in wearing these massive plates of metal and stuff. Not like this small chain and plate mail. More like the stuff that the Erebor dwarves are wearing. So. Are they all dead yet? They should be by now. Who's even left? Is there even anyone left alive? No one left over there. Where are they? Oh, there's a couple here. We killed them already. Oh, that's got to be their general. Yeah. I hope he does have the ring. He's taken 1.5 years to kill. Not that he's actually caused much damage at all to that guy. Ooh, we jumped at him then. For goodness sake, guys, kill him, please. Like, this one-on-one. He killed him anyway. Damn, that's all it needed. Everyone just stood and watched. What are you, animals? 162 for 1,856. That's not too bad. That's essentially, you know, like 10 for 1. 10, more than 10 for 1, but barely, but yeah. Those are good odds. Those are good odds. Did they have the ring? Is it mine?
Our most noble conquest, sire.
Let's sack the settlement. Trade increase? That's command. Enemy routes. Yep, we've taken that. Let's have a look. And just see quickly if I actually got it or not. Fingers crossed. I want me that ring.
The enemy lay siege, but we will
Ah,
stand
no. So they've actually begun siege. That gives me a tan. At least they're only on one side. Did I have the ring? Do I have it? Don't I have it? Don't I have it? Of most one's faction, Mordor. Yeah. Khazad-dûm is under siege. Well, that's one for the next episode. It appears we have the forces of Mordor right outside my door. Misty Mountains and the Rune all here to take Khazad-dûm. So this is going to be, I think, the next episode of this is going to be absolutely filled with chaos, death, and destruction. Apparently there was no ring up here. No ring that I can see. Let's have a look. Can I see Gimli? What's he got? Gimli's battle axe, Gimli's smaller axe, dwarven coat, a pony, long beards, Thor's key. But that's it. Okay, so there is no ring here, which is a shame. So yeah, he's going to basically run down here, completely give up Goblin Town. We've made a complete mess of it anyway, so who wants it really? And come down here and try and save them. But that's for the next episode. So, if you liked what you saw, if this is your first time here, or if you've been watching the other ones, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you think you'll be interested in more. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode of Third Age.